Good morning. Welcome back. We got a grain cart in the shop. It's all thawed out from overnight. We're going to get her cleaned up today. I do have a seed truck coming in about a half an hour, so we might run down to the seed warehouse here for now. But yeah, I'm going to pick a little dirt off of here and get the power washer going inside because it's 10 degrees outside. Okay, 15 degrees outside still. And no fun to wash outside. Not that I want to do it in the shop, but that's my best option right now. So that's what we're going to do. Let's get that cleaned off. Get that pulled out of there before we start getting everything wet. Tracks aren't terrible. We didn't get into mud this year, that's for sure. Well, that's quite a pile of stuff for just picking it out there by hand. I'm going to load as much as I can up in the wheelbarrow. Dad had to backhoe out. He was cleaning some stuff up earlier, so maybe I can get him to come back around and scoop this out of here. The other thing we need to do is open the trap. That thing right there opens the bottom gates, and we can get all the little bit of corn that's in there out. Yep, that'll probably add up too. Let's see what we get out of here. Which way do I go? That way. Not much. That's good. Alright, we're going to go down to the seed warehouse. I had to grab my bags. I got all those pumpkin seeds sitting down there. We need to get those cleaned up. They're dry now, so Dad's cleaning up a pile of boards, moving stuff around, and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, we got to get that pile of leaves out of the shop there, and then we'll come back and wash when we're done. So a couple days ago, I showed you the new truck that I bought, right? We got that. The old black Chevy. It's probably for sale. Probably. I've had several people ask me what I want for it. I have no idea, you guys. What is this thing worth? I did the old KBB trick, Kelly Blue Book, to see what it said. It says anywhere from 6,000 to 9,000, and that's in fair shape. Like, I went to the lowest possible condition because the rear fender wells are rusted out. I get it. It's not great. The bumper's a little messed up on the front. Mechanically, it runs pretty good. There is an oxygen sensor, air code, and check engine lights on because of that. But it's really, like, it runs fine. Four-wheel drive is good. Everything works like it's supposed to, except for the side airbags. So, help me out here. It is a 2012 Chevy 3/4 ton gas, flex fuel gas, with 229,000 miles on it. And according to KBB, it said 6,500 to 9,000 or something like that. I'm like, that's probably a little aggressive, but it's got a bed liner, gooseneck hitch. Oh, there's my truck. Aftermarket oversized wheels. That the rims are in good shape. The hubcaps are all missing the center of the cap, so that's, except for one, I think. But it is what it is. I don't know. You guys help me out. What is it worth? Also, anybody know how to make the seatbelt chime stop chiming in this 500 feet that I have to drive this truck down the road? I figured out how to make it go off on the Ram so I didn't have to listen to it all the time, but I haven't looked into it on this yet. Anyway, we're going to get this truck unloaded and keep working on stuff. So last week I harvested all these seeds from my wife's pumpkins. They're all different kinds. I have since been told that pumpkins cross-pollinate and the offspring won't be the same as the pumpkin that you harvested them from. I don't know if that's... we're going to find out because we're saving these and we're going to plant them. We got lots of different seed types, so we may get some funky combinations here next summer. But anyway, I brought some bags. We're going to number them, put all those in bags, and save them for next year. Didn't have as much on that truck, just those 11 boxes there in the corner. Those are our 2.2s, so we're getting there. There's going to be a lot of seed coming in the next month, I would guess. They're trying really hard to ship me a bunch of corn, which I don't really want to take right now, but we'll probably end up taking some. We got all this room for boxes of beans. Let's bring them in. I scraped all that stuff off to the side there. I rolled our stairs over here so I could climb up and look inside the grain cart. It's dirty, but it's not awful dirty. We need to start it up and open the slide gates up, though, so that if we get water in there, it can get out. Looks like we got a hole in our tarp over there. It's leaking a little bit. Anyway, we're going to clean this up, but I'm going to wait till after lunch to do it. Yeah, we'll get her today. It won't take that much. Oh, also, on the subject of trucks, we are going to put the new truck in the shop and clean her up really good and spray some fluid film underneath and do all those things. I got her dirty yesterday, so she needs a bath anyway, but I was waiting until I get those running boards and some of the parts and stuff when we're actually working on it. I'm back. Let's get started washing here. So I think we're going to leave the heat off while we're inside. Otherwise, it's just going to get real steamy in here. But we'll turn our ventilation fan, whatever we want to call it, on up there. Probably going to start in the grain cart, work our way around. Just get her cleaned up as best we can. I'm going to open those gates up inside first. Well, I've been working on it for 45 minutes and it looks exactly the same. Well, not quite. Got a little bit done on this side. I got a lot done inside. He's not perfect, but that is way cleaner than it was. So we're going to do some maintenance on this thing before we put her away. Some of these cables are pretty loose. Some of these clips here need tightened up. We'll get there, but we're going to get her clean first. Not too bad. Not too bad. Now, we're not going to get real close. Actually, we are going to get real close, but we're not going to judge it by looking too close because this thing is covered in tar that I'm not going to be able to get off. And it's pitted the steel or the paint, and yeah, it's not great. Now, we are going to foam this and try and get a little bit more of this residue off of here that I'm wiping off and maybe get a brush out. But, yeah, we aren't getting all that tar off. I know that. So we've got the heavy mud off. And the dust and all of that. We're never going to get the tracks clean. Unfortunately, we're not going to be quite as thorough on some of the equipment this year as what we have been in the past, I don't think. It's okay. So, couple of things we are going to do, though, before we wash some more here. I want to lift this auger up just enough to fold this stand down, because then that auger will come all the way down. Instead of hitting up here, this will come down and hit down here so that that's down farther, and we can wash a little bit more of the top side of it or bottom side of that auger, whichever way you want to look at it, and be able to get the front of the box a little bit better. So we're going to do that and hit it one more time with the water, and then, like I said, we're going to hit it with some soap and foam and maybe brush it quick and then rinse it down and then let her sit here and dry out overnight. Tomorrow we'll clean up the floor a little bit, and we'll grease stuff and do a little bit of maintenance, tighten in some of those bolts and those cables. And the other thing I would like to do, and I don't know if we'll be able to do it tomorrow or not, but the seal on this auger boot here has pushed out, and I don't know how to fix that. It might have to come off of there completely in order to do that. So I don't know, we'll see. We might look at that a little bit. There, I got that stand folded down. Can't see because my back window's dirty. We'll wash that off too. Now we can fold that auger and it goes all the way down. Like that. Not that I need to get a bunch of water down inside there, but we can wash some of that stuff off a little bit and get up there and there. All right, cool. Make sure we get this underside of the box coated real good here, see if it'll melt some of that tar off. It probably won't, but it won't hurt anything. I went ahead and brushed everything down with this brush. This is a little stiffer bristled brush than what I might have used otherwise, but look at all that tar. I thought it might help loosen some of it up. One final rinse down. See if I can position this where it's not under so I can get a little heat. Good enough. I opened the door. We're going to let some cold air in, some steam, blow some hot moist air out the top, get her to dry out in here a little bit. And yeah, this is going to sit overnight. We'll let her dry out, work on it tomorrow, and get it out of here. Cool. Well, it's dried out in here. Dad brought the backhoe over, so we scooped out our cornstalk leaves and stuff there. Close this up. Cart's drying off. It's not perfect. It's a heck of a lot cleaner than it was. Better when my camera lens isn't all foggy too. Anyway, good deal. Some of my stuff for my truck showed up. The rear mud flaps that I ordered. Get those installed. And while the truck comes with a gooseneck hitch in the bed, it does not come with the ball or any of the stuff that you need to actually use it. So I ordered this. That supposedly works. Not sure exactly how that latches in there. Gotta be that, right? Gotta be. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Got it. It spins. Pull that up, spin it, and then the balls push in. Spin it back, and they stick out, and that latches it in. All right. And then these are for the safety chains. Cover. Cool. That was rather expensive for something that should have come with the truck, if you ask me. Whatever. Dad's been out here cleaning up all day. Got our tractor tucked back in. Oh, we got the third semi put in here. Wagon, 4440, backhoe. He cleaned up a bunch of sawdust. He moved a whole bunch of boards out here. He had a whole stacks, a bunch of them that he's already cut up. He put most of them out in the fertilizer barn. That's what he did with them. But yeah, he's doing some sawmilling here. So anyway, I think I'm going home. Yeah, got lots of boards out there. You'll hear the generator running. Phil is moving grain. He's been hauling grain since we got done with harvest. Basically, he's coring all the bins. Basically, we pull a few loads out of each bin. The bins kind of unload from the top down. It flows right down through the center, the core of the bin. And that takes a lot of the fines and stuff out that can inhibit airflow. A lot of times when you're filling the bins, the fines sort of settle in the middle. Now, we have distributors in all of these bins that are supposed to help prevent that, so I don't think it's critical, but we do it anyway. Just pull a few loads out of every bin to make sure we get good airflow through them and stuff. And then when it gets super cold, like it is now, or tonight, he'll probably turn the bin fans on. It's supposed to get down to 1 degree tonight for tomorrow morning, so yeah, it's cold. All right, have a great night, everybody. Thanks for watching. It's a little after 5. I'm going home. I figure out if I can figure out how to make this thing stop beeping for the 500-foot drive I've got to go home for not wearing my seatbelt. It's going to get annoying. Anyway, we're going to work on that grain cart tomorrow. If I get it out of there in time, maybe we'll put the truck in and wash it up and get some fluid film on it. I got the mud flaps for it today, but I have not yet gotten the running boards, so I was hoping to get those first. But maybe they'll come tomorrow. Anyway, have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Oh, Rylan told me to make sure I tell you guys to like and subscribe. He wants to get to 40,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And we're at 39,100 and something right now. So if you haven't subscribed yet, if you enjoy the content, I would appreciate it. So would Rylan. Thank you.